So this is Levi and
Luke
with WPGN and the Murderdolls, and we're going to be giving you a first look at a couple of classes that neither of us has played at all, being the Dragonfly and the Recluse. So let's start with Dragonfly.
Note, both of these are part of the Biomedic frame set. And this is me running around. Let's look at Healing Pillar. Nice little AoE that heals you and damages the enemy. Very useful. Apparently I have trouble getting up over rocks.
Also trouble with doors, but we're doing an Ari's mission here. That's me in front of them there, running around. This is one of the many things you can do in Firefall. It'll give you quite a bit of XP and whatnot. And see, there I am beelining it for the door because they're killing me, leaving him to deal with the rest of them.
And I'm going for the kneecaps.
I'd say, men, at this point,
I'm sorry.
you should probably look away.
This is another point where Healing Pillar comes in handy. I'm about dead. So.
Now we'll hop over to mine here, which I'm playing the Recluse, the other side. It deals a lot more with poisons, and I've given you a little battle frame garage screen here to kind of look at the different skills it comes stock with. Now, before the video starts, I changed a few of these because I didn't really need a couple of them. But it mostly surrounds, around poisons. You get a bio crossbow, which does have a certain amount of drop on it, and it's actually, in comparison to the needler or the rifle, a really crappy version. But you can make do. You have your main fire, which is the crossbow bolt, and you have your alt fire, which you'll see in a minute. Okay, now that's a machine gun. But you have the alt fire, which is a kind of like a poisonous version of the bolt that hits whatever around it, so it's more of an AoE thing. So here we are back in the Ari's mission cave, shooting a few people, and the first the first clip you saw was from his point of view, behind me there. Again, with the trouble jumping up the ledges.
If you notice, that the bluish wave was Healing Wave, a standard bioframe ability, which is really useful to push back enemies or to heal your friends.
You'll see it again here as I push this guy off the cliff. There he goes.
Oh, he's going to be having a bad day.
That's actually rather lucky. He could have killed me.
Yeah.
So that's what you do to complete it. And we're going to go back to his Dragonfly with a little thumping action.
Doing a little bit of range on that. One of the good things about the bio rifle that I've been using is that it has no drop whatsoever at any range. Yeah, I'm switching back to the grenade launcher just to have a little bit of explosive fun. Just make sure it's dead that last shot.
Now, there was more to this video footage where we dropped the wrong thumper, and it completely annihilated both of us, but we had to cut that out in order to conserve on space, because YouTube only allows you to upload so much.
Yeah, pro tip, make sure you check your thumpers.
And I believe there was also an instance where you had dropped your bike instead of a thumper, or the other way around.
No, I wanted to drop a thumper where I wanted my bike.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
It's like, that's not what I called for. Oh.
And there was another clip that we also had to cut out, which was a crash thumper event, where you run around and collect the parts.
Now, this is an example of the bio rifle's range and accuracy. You notice no drop on that sucker.
And sooner or later in this video, you'll see me standing over there where I just was.
Now, this is an example of the Pillar's offensive abilities, just killing it.
Huh.
Now, a little bit after this, you're going to see something pop up behind him. It's just kind of funny. Like right about right after this.
And I was completely oblivious. I did not have my headphones on, so I could not hear the creature sounds. And here, I think it's coming pretty soon here. Should be, anyway.
Yeah, about right now.
Ah, there it is. And you'll see me jump off the screen and disappear completely. Now, you might think that all of the bioframes, including the Accord, the Recluse, and the Dragonfly, would need the same materials to upgrade, but they don't. So you're going to have to go and get those individually for each frame. But the Dragonfly is more the healing type, and the Recluse is more the offensive type. But since they've added the ability to kill things with your healing pillar and whatnot, the Dragonfly can be a pretty pretty combat ready frame. And among all, they're hated the most in PvP. Because they can just sit there and continuously heal.
Heal or heal and kill you.
We did a PvP match the other day, and 3 or 4 out of the other team were bioframes.
That was not fun.
And you'll see his healing pillar eradicate that bug there.
Parts everywhere.
Yes. So 2 things that I like most about the game, the jump jets and watching shit explode. Send the thumper up. And no, I don't really need medical assistance.
Same clip from his point of view.
Here's the thumper coming down.
And if you ever noticed, I need to change the gamma on mine. Mine seems a bit
bright. Secretly, we're trying to blind you all. You just don't know it.
Well, they know it now. You just told them.
Shh.
And if you're wondering, the blue flames is from the Founder Pack Kiki mask.
You can get the blue flame mask from buying the Commander Pack, which is $100. But it also gives you the permanent LGV. It gives you a bunch of red beans that you can mess around with, and a few other perks. 15% experience boost for life, and if you're in a party, your party members reap the benefit of that, getting a 10% boost while they're in party with you. Unfortunately, it does not stack between 2 members with Founder Packs, so you can throw that out the window. And if you look at the left side of my screen, there's also a percent XP or percent bonus to resources that's now available from the Beta Crystite vendor. You can get a 5% permanent bonus for 15,000, or you can get I think it's a 10% for 6 months or something. But it costs quite a bit more, and I don't feel the need to really do that because something's really easy. You drop it down, you stand around, and you kill bugs. Yeah. There's been arguments on the forums how they made the classes weak, but I don't agree with that. I think that people just don't know how to play the game. Which, if you are new to the game and you don't know much about it, we are also in the process of making a series of tutorial videos that will take you through each frame, different aspects of the game and stuff like that.
If you notice the bright orange little bugs, those are explosive piranha. They like to go boom. Very simplistic view of it, just don't get too close when they go off.
But you can use them to kill their fellow piranha if they're close enough.
It's like your own personal grenade.
Yes.
Explosives.
That healing wave again with that blowing all the enemies off the thumper. And that's the other thing about the Iranas. See that one up there on the edge of the cliff? They're the only bugs that can actually climb walls.
I think they're also the only bug without wings. Because I know the Hisslers have it.
What, wings?
Yep.
They do, but they don't fly.
Yeah.
They're kind of like mutated fly, lizard, rat, throw in whatever else you want.
I was gonna say hermit crabs.
Yeah, those two. Like the whiptail thresher there, they can get up to higher places, but it takes them forever. The pathing on the monsters isn't that great. That's just a couple things you can do in Firefall with a couple of looks at a couple of different frame types.
If you'll notice, I'm taking damage. This is a combination of both offensive and healing for the healing wave. And little does you know, there's a giant monster behind him.
Right, this is about where that bug came up. Here it is. And here's me fleeing for my life and missing the rock entirely. Yeah, I hate that crossbow. It's useless.
No, it's not useless, you just need to learn it.
Still don't like it. Oh, you get you get Creeping Death down there, which is that number 2 key, 30-second cooldown. Basically what it does is it adds a charge to your crossbow, quote-unquote, bolt, and then wherever it lands, explodes in poison, dealing damage to everything around it. We also get number 3 down there, which is Poison Trail, and you can hit that, run around, for a short distance, and it'll also spew a cloud of poison that damages things that enter it or are stuck in it.
And if you'll realize, once we get around to doing all the Accord frames, that his first ability and third ability are stock on the Accord frame.
I had to change them for this frame, but with this frame you get an Evacuate where it launches you backwards out of combat, and you also get, what was the other one?
Well, Evacuate also has a Poison Trail.
Yeah, you also get Kinetic Shot, which I wasn't really feeling that, so I changed them up a little bit. I also changed my grenade launcher to an assault rifle.
Everyone likes the boom boom.
Yeah, so that's a look at both of those. We thank you for joining us, and if you enjoyed this, please subscribe or watch our other videos.
Have a great day.